Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Nasdaq with Arshia. I have decided to do a weekly update because a lot has happened this week. So a few things that happened this week are Bitcoin went to 68K, Elon Musk dumped Tesla shares, and Google had an outage of all its services. So before we get into those details, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor, and you should always do your own due diligence and research before taking part in any investment scheme. Let's get into it. All right, so first things first, let's look at Bitcoin's chart price right now. Right now, it's at about 64,000. So right here, you can see that $64,114.20. Well, on Wednesday, November 10th, it reached an all-time high of $68,643.10. It proceeded to fall back down on our current price to 64,000, and the trend just continued stagnantly. So according to analysts, some are saying that according to the BitVol index, which is a model to predict Bitcoin's movements, and it measures the 30-day implied volatility for Bitcoin option prices. And this particular model has jumped more than 10% over the last 10 days. Some analysts attributed the downturn of Bitcoin to the contagion of the smaller cryptocurrencies. The wider altcoin or alternatives to Bitcoin market suffered losses and eventually weighed on Bitcoin's sentiment. From a technical perspective, however, Bitcoin could embrace a 2-week consolidation phase as a new short-term counter-trend signal appeared on Sunday. Katie Stockton, actually, founder and managing partner of research, dictated that Bitcoin could shrink for 2 weeks, but then grow tremendously. However, after the consolidation, Bitcoin could test a record high in the coming weeks as the cryptocurrency maintains a positive intermediate term momentum. Okay, so talking about the subject of resistance in Bitcoin, the resistance points of Bitcoin, I have reason to believe that the $60,000 to $72,000 price point for Bitcoin is the resistance point. According to the Elliott wave analysis, which is like a where you keep track of Bitcoin's past testing points, 72 to 60,000, where you see the yellow lines are the resistance point. And some say that Bitcoin can reach 70,000, which I highly believe that it will in December because of this reason. So the room of the resistance point will be up to 68 to 72K. That's like the top resistance. And in December, the final wave will most likely rise a little more than that. Given the past wave of 67 before and 60, it will likely rise to above 70,000. Okay, second thing, Elon Musk sold $690 million of Tesla stock on Thursday. This one makes me cry, okay? This will make me cry. It comes after he asked Twitter where he should sell 10% of his stake in the trillion-dollar company or not. I respect Mr. Musk really well because he's very intelligent, but I don't think that an audience could decide if you would sell 10% of your company. And Musk sold about $5 billion of stock earlier in the week, in part to pay taxes on equity options, but he stole another $690 million. Oh no. And the SEC filings also show that Musk had offloaded another 640,000 shares at prices ranging from $1,056 to $1,104 on Thursday. And almost 58% of the respondents on his Twitter poll, Musk's Twitter poll, responded that he should sell his 10% of his company's shares. And Musk tweeted on November 6th, much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance, so I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. Do you support this? He added, I will abide by the results of this poll, whichever way it goes. However, Musk had also previously said that he plans to sell the stock before the end of the year because he has like a big block of stock options from 2012 that are set to expire from the lockup period. Now, lockup period is basically like in a deal, business deal of stocks or company that you can't sell a certain amount of shares till the lockup period gets over. Now, let's look more at Elon Musk's Twitter poll. Okay, I don't like this, but then it wasn't a very good decision, in my opinion, on Musk's part, or maybe he's just trying to disguise his locker period. But if that was not the case, then that would be kind of iffy. But it's good for the people because the Tesla stock will plummet and then people can buy it, in my opinion. So Elon Musk continues to offload shares of Tesla, and though the world's richest person has sold a hefty stake, he's still far from completing his promise, which means there's more. The 50-year-old previously sold roughly $5 billion worth of stock, and this overall sales have totaled $5.7 billion, though he's pocketed much less as a result of taxes. Okay. And Twitter users, when he had asked whether he should sell 10% of his Tesla stake in response to a short-lived legislative proposal that would have taxed a billionaire's unrealized stock gains to help curb tax avoidance among the ultra-wealthy. That's actually a lot more smarter than I thought, but if that wasn't the case and he was just trying to cover up his lockup period, I don't think that was a smart idea otherwise. I really think that curbing tax avoidance on ultra wealthy, that means he saved his own wealth. That's good. And thirdly, Google's global outage. And this is a map of Google's global outage. So primarily in Brazil, South America, the United States, a little bit of Alaska, down south, I'm so sorry. And then the Midwest, India, Australia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Japan, but mostly it hit hard Turkey and Europe. France looks like it's completely covered in the outage, and so does Spain. So that is really bad. So let's look at this thing. So Google is down, Gmail is down, YouTube is down. Those three things are made up most of Google's revenue. Most of Google's revenue comes from YouTube and Gmail and its corresponding services, other than the main search engine itself. So according to a story by Independent Co. UK, Google's service was hit by outages. YouTube, Gmail, Google Meet, other Google services were all hit by the same problem. This was according to the users as well as Google's own status pages. YouTube is no longer a separate entity from Google, for those of you who don't know, since the company purchased it for $1.6 billion, according to The Ringer. The website was reportedly purchased all the way back in 2005. YouTube is also one of Google's most biggest assets, with being worth $500 billion. The issues, however, did not affect all users. Some users were still able to get online and access Google services, and Google has reportedly described the problem as a disruption instead of an outage. This suggests that the company believed that the impact of this whole problem to be limited, which is actually true. As of the moment, it has not been confirmed as to how many users were reportedly affected by this outage. But due to the whole hybrid world from home setup, the usage of Google services has been integral to the function of most home offices. And this describes the demand for Google and how essential it is for Google to not shut down. And let's look at the Google stock. Google stock. I'm just going to type it up for you guys. Let's look at Alphabet Inc. Class A. All right. So while I'm sharing this, please be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video so far. So Google is now $2,973.56. Over the past 5 days on the outage, it practically tanked to 2,905. It really tanked. And over the past month, we have seen really good and really bad ones. So on October 22nd, it was down 2,751. But overall, Google is a solid company with a gain of 67.62% over the past year, which is insane. So in conclusion, a lot has happened this week. Bitcoin has gone up. Elon Musk continues to sell his shares. And thirdly, the Google outage has been fixed successfully. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you made it till the end, please comment powder puff below in the comments so I know you are here. Thank you so much and see you on the moon. Bye-bye.